can you show us 208 with the blocks? 208. It's 208. Let's take a look at the number line. And if we were going to put 208 on a number line, and we're going to put the end marks at the hundreds, what two hundreds is 208 between? So you think 208 is between 200 and 900? Let's go back and think about that for a minute, okay? So how many hundreds are in 208? Don't erase yet. Look at your hundreds. How many hundreds are in 208?
2.
So how many hundreds is that?
2.
2. So it's going to be more than 200, so your first point should be 200. Okay, and if it's between 200, what would your next 100 be? Yep. Okay, good. Now we know that 250 is in the middle of 200 and 300, so make your 250 mark. Now, if that's 250, where do you think your number 208 would fall on the number line? Why do you think it would go there?
Because they did this with me a couple.
Why would it go there? Why would it go close to the 200?
Because 208. And if you erase this, it will be 8.
Okay,
Then
yep.
that will be the number.
And there's no 10s in 208. Okay, good. Now take your number 208 and make it 228. Okay. 228. Okay. So what's the only thing that changed in that number? Which is the only digit?
E.
Okay, yep. So now make it 258. Don't erase. Make it 258. Make your number 200, nope. Make your number with your blocks 258. Now, 258, where would that go on your number line? I think you need to, okay, so what would your hundreds be? Would the hundreds change? Okay. So let's take a look. How many hundreds are in 258? How many hundreds are in 258? Look at your blocks. How many?
So there's 2.
Okay, so how many hundreds would it be? Yeah, how many hundreds is it more than?
400.
Okay, so if it's 258, that means it's going to be more than how many hundreds? Okay, it is going to be more than 100, but if we're putting hundreds at each end, we just did this. You said it's 258, so you said, okay, it's going to be more than how many hundreds are already there? Okay, look at your base 10 blocks. How many hundreds are already there?
2.
So it's going to be more than 200, so you can put 200 instead of 100. And less than what? You good? So where would 258 fall on that number line? Where would you put it? Show us. Make a choice. Okay, so you think 258 would go there. Why?
Because
Why do you think it would go there?
because you have to go because it doesn't have nothing here.
No 0 ones. How many? I mean, no 0 tens. How many tens does 258 have?
5.
5. Oh, what's that middle line stand for that you have on our number line? What's that point between 200 and 300? You remember?
That is the middle.
So what is it?
The midpoint.
The midpoint. And what number would fall in the midpoint? Excellent. $255? Not quite. 250 is the midpoint. Okay, so if 250 is the midpoint, and what's 250 look like? Okay, if 250 is the midpoint, would where you marked 258 make sense? Why not? Where would it go? 258. Okay, now that's way past 250. And if you look at your blocks, you only have 8 more than 250. So where would that go? That's still pretty far past 250. That's probably a more appropriate choice because it's closer to the 250. Very good.